Chris with the Retro Crypt, back with another video stream. Tonight I want to be checking out Sofiya and the Ancient Clan. So I've had this game on my wish list for quite a while, and I just finally got around to buying it because it was on sale for, oh boy, whoopsie. Yeah, it was on sale for like, I don't know, $2 or $3. I hate hearing my own voice, so that's why I kind of spazzed out for a second there. So let's read a little bit about the game before I jump in. Sofiya, and that's actually my daughter's name. It's not spelled the same way. My daughter's name is Sophia, and I've never seen it spelled this way, but apparently it is somewhat popular, because when I typed in Sofiya, like a bunch of people's names popped up. So, let me just pick my nose, sorry. Sofiya and the Ancient Clan takes place across 3 chapters. Each chapter has at least 15 individual levels, culminating in a boss battle. So even though 3 chapters might not sound like a lot, they pad a surprising amount of content into this adventure. Most of the game is centered around platforming, with helpful techniques like the double jump doing a lot of the heavy lifting. Besides that, Sofiya can check out her surroundings and sling spells at foes, though with a proviso. I don't know what that means. Your standard spell attack costs about 15 MP and it takes time for your meter to replenish itself. Right. So that was via heypoorplayer.com. I've never heard of this website, but very helpful nonetheless. So let's check it out. Hentai room. Whoa. What am I getting myself into here? So right away I'm seeing some pretty cool pixelation. Universe where humans and magical creatures cohabitate the same planet. The world ghosts and demons. Oh wow, this is going too fast for me. Not a fast reader, sorry. Years later, a young mage named Sofiya, newcomer to the Clan of Light, sets out on a work mission, comes across destroyed headquarters of the former replenish, an area known as empty space. A lot of questions popped up. Why are people afraid of that place? Talk about that. That's about what to do. Sofiya goes in her seats and search for enlightenment. What she didn't expect was curiosity might kill the cat, or maybe save it. Chapter 1. Okay, so we get a double jump right away. So you can't really spam these without it running out. So that's all we got for right now. Pretty standard stuff. So a little teaching section here. I think they would scream or something. Oh wow. Oh. That was pure luck. I was like, wow. Oh boy, I spoke too soon. Totally jinxed myself. So the game is definitely priced well at $2. I think that's what I really love about these random sales on Switch. It's like a game that's normally priced at $19.99 will go on sale for like 90% off, which is crazy. Like, it's not a bad game at all, but I definitely would feel like some kind of way if I bought it for $20 and then it went on sale for like $2 the next day, because I've had this on my wish list for a while, as I was saying before, and I was just like, I'm just gonna wait for this to go on sale. Like, I do want it, but not for $20. You know, I feel bad saying that because obviously the developers, you know, I respect what they do, and I don't want to just be like, oh, I'll only buy it if it's $2. Like, if it was on sale for $5, I would probably still buy it anyway. I would still buy it. But it's like all the games that I play. I was talking to a coworker today, and we were saying about how, oh shit, like Breath of the Wild is $70. And I love Zelda and everything, but I would never pay $70 to play a Zelda game. last Zelda game I ever bought was Wind Waker, and I don't think I even bought that. I think I just stole that from Blockbuster when I used to work there. So I should rephrase the last Zelda game that I actually played, not paid for, was Wind Waker. And I didn't even play through the whole game. I think I got to the first dungeon. It was like a pirate ship or something where you have to hide inside these barrels. And it just seemed like not very entertaining or anything. A lot of people, swear by that game and think it's one of the best Zelda games of all time. I wasn't really too into it. I'm like an old head, nothing beats Link to the Past. I like the first 3 Zelda games, and after that I just... Not that I don't like them, I just kind of like whatever. Kind of indifferent. But anyway, circling back to my original point, I would be so annoyed if I paid $70 for a game and it wasn't good. So that's my whole rationale. I would just rather play, wait for a game to go on sale before purchasing. Because I want to play the remaster of Metroid, but not for $40. I'll definitely wait for that to go on sale before I buy it. And most of the games that I like are just these indie 2D platformers. They're like retro. Obviously, I love retro shit, hence Retro Crypt. So I started this channel to play more older titles, but just lately I've been more into these, retro-centric indie games. I have the Retro Pie with a lot of... There's a lot of, I guess, hidden gem NES games that I really want to play. Like, I really want to play through... I played it a few times, but Journey to Silius... It's a really hard game, but at some point I want to replay it again and try to get through it. Alright, I feel like this isn't going anywhere. Not a bad game, I just feel like it's taken a while to get started. All due respect, that's just what I'm gathering here. Ooh. Maybe if I stop dying and actually get through the level. Yeah, I like all these indie games that look like they could be, Super Nintendo or Genesis games with better gaming mechanics and better music. less janky controls, because a lot of people talk about, you know, Nintendo hard. This game is like Friday the 13th on NES was Nintendo hard. A lot of that just comes from the developers being not really knowing, I'm assuming, because it's, you know, video games at that time is a fairly new medium. So programming wise, I think these guys just were new to it and still figuring it out. And the controls were horrific. I almost said horrific. Horrific is not a word. Alright, so I'm assuming you just have to die here. So that's a reason why a lot of those games were quote-unquote Nintendo hard. Because think of it, if you start doing something when it's brand new, might be good at it, but in 30 years, people are going to be much better. They pretty much pick up from where you left off. All these new developers are going to know what to do and what not to do. It's like the game I was playing a while back, Pentacore. It's very much like the original Metroid, which Metroid, it's a classic, but you know, it could have been a lot better if it came out years and years later. Like Metroid Zero Mission is a remake. It's like a remake slash reboot. I say reboot because they added new sections. So it's not like a carbon copy, frame by frame remake. So you know, like the guy who developed Pentacore, it was a one-person team, yet he was able to make a very, you know, coherent, cohesive game on par with the original Metroid, which was a classic. It goes to show you that after years and years of development, what am I trying to say here? Basically, what is this? After, you know, 30 or 40 years of making video games, people that are making games these days are just going to have just a better groundwork. So that's why a lot of these indie retro-centric games, they're very much like, they're not like Call of Duty and stuff like that, but they're basically NES or SNES style games, but just much better. Oh, so you gotta go back the other way. God damn it. I hope all that rambling made sense, because So I had a point there, but I don't know if I got it across. Basically, somebody might see this game and they're like, "Ooh, why are you playing this? This looks like SNES." It is. It's very much like SNES, but it's kind of like SNES 2.0. Like the developers are probably, I would say, more than likely they're in my age group. They grew up playing, games like Final Fantasy 3 or ActRaiser. you know, Other types of platformers. They probably played Genesis growing up. Gotta get up there somehow. So they wanted to develop games patterned off of the stuff that they grew up loving. But just to improve upon them. Like some of the... I love Super Nintendo, don't get me wrong, but going back, some of those games didn't age too well. Like if you go back and play anything by like Kemco or Jamico, and some of those games are beyond god awful. Shit. And I feel like the Super Nintendo expansion pack, it's like, I think they just have the entire library of Kemco and Jamico on there for some reason. Like they have the absolute classics like Super Mario World, they have Super Metroid, they have Link to the Past, but other than that, it's like Rival Turf, I think it's not Fighter's History, it's like the fighting game that has Karnov in it. They have shit like that. And it's like the games these days, the 2D platformers and retro-centric games that they're making now, it's like they just want to do better than what... Because there's a lot of classics on Super Nintendo, but there's also like a lot of dog shit games on there. It's kind of ass that you have to go all the way back and do this again if you die, but at the same time, games like this, it's kind of taking the best about old retro games and not necessarily the worst, but I feel like it's good to have those, not necessarily, I wouldn't say unfair moments, but it's like if you die, or if something is too easy, it doesn't really incentivize you to keep playing, because you're just like, there's no real consequence or repercussion, so you don't really play your best. So it's like, oh, if I have to go all the way back and do this section again, like I better. Ah, shit. It's like in Mega Man or the earlier Mega Man games, where you're like, oh man, I really gotta make sure that I make this jump so I don't have to go all the way back, or have to beat this boss even though I have one life left and half of my energy, because I don't want to have to go all the way back. If the game is too easy, people are just gonna not really play their best. I think that's one of the reasons why playing those older Nintendo games made you a better gamer, essentially. An overused example is, I would say, the water level in Ninja Turtles. Like, everybody uses that. There's like a meme. My kid wanted a PS5. I told him they had to beat the Ninja Turtles water level. But it's so friggin' true. Like, to this day, I cannot beat that game. Or Mike Tyson's Punch Out. To this day, I cannot beat Mike Tyson. They're actually gonna do anything? Some of this game is just stupid easy. Like, this guy's just gonna sit there and let me fucking throw fireballs at his face without doing anything. At least these guys try and shoot a projectile at you. In ways, this kind of reminds me of, I think it's just the art style, really. It reminds me of Pandemonium on Sega Saturn, which is a really, really underrated game, and I'm so annoyed that I sold it. I'm annoyed that I sold my Sega Saturn in general, but Pandemonium is, again, one of those super cheap games. Nobody seemed to want it. There was piles of it at the store. So I was just like, oh, it's probably gonna fall, right? No. It's like, yeah, let me give this game Pandemonium a chance, and I absolutely loved it. Look at that. You could touch you with this fork and it doesn't do any damage. Do something, anything. Again, no shade at all to the developers, because I couldn't do any better myself, but give me some challenge. Like, I'm gonna complete this game out of spite. But there's just... the game, it just seems like artificially padded. Like, it's long stretches of nothing with enemies that don't do anything. You have to find these switches to get to the next section. So, where is my incentive to keep playing? So you give me little fetch quests. Essentially, go this way, go that way, go back the other way. Find the pink orb. Like these guys have magic wands that they could be shooting at me, but they just walk straight into death. And there's like unlimited lives. It's annoying that you have to go back to the checkpoint, but it's not like it's far or anything. Oh, fuck. Yeah, it's a lot of unnatural padding. Because you're telling me that this whole time this isn't even one level yet. Whoop. And you had to make this jump unnaturally annoying. Oh, fuck. And her jump is pretty precise. It's not like in Mega Man 1 where you're jumping, you're running and jumping, and as soon as you stop, you kind of keep running after you stop. Like, she stops right on the dime. It's just... the spacing of these things is a pain in the ass. This music. While the music is good, it is getting a bit grating. Switched up to joystick. See if that helps a little bit. I'm usually a D-pad kind of guy. Definitely need a new controller soon because I feel like I've smashed the shit out of this thing. Oh. Oh, I would have been mad. past these guys at this point. Nope, I'm not even engaging you. Should have to make those sex noises. I get it. Anime girls naked. Never was into that. Unless it's Chun-Li. I could beat my meat to Chun-Li. That's about it. Remind me of the cemetery platforms in Simon's Quest. Some nice pixel art. Hey, we're in a different section. Great Frontier. Yes, the blob. No fantasy adventure game would be complete without some blob action. Oh, hello. Game's not bad. I know I was just talking shit about it like 2 minutes ago. I wouldn't consider it shit talk. I'm not sitting here like, this game fucking blows. It's just constructive criticism, things I see as a gamer. Not that qualifies me, but I just, comment on the things that I see. Good or bad. That's a weird jump. What the fuck? I'm about to say I can't get up there. I feel like so many games use this design. It's like a little wizardly dude. All you can see is his eyes, and he's got this burgundy robe on. I feel like you see that in He-Man, the game Alwa's Awakening. There was a character like that in Time Splitters 2. Told me to go down this way, dude. What the hell? It's getting a little late, so I think I'm going to cut it off right here. Definitely going to play some more of this game. I got a bunch of other games that I need to check out. Doing like an intro video on some of the other games that I bought. And then continue playing through Heidelberg 1693. That's a tough game. I really want to play through that. Let me see. Instead of just squawking about it, let me just look at the games that. Alright, so Knights and Guns, I started that yesterday. Pixel Gladiator, I played this before a bunch, but I never streamed it. Do that at some point. Guacamelee 2, obviously. I just finished playing through 1. I gotta start up and play through all of 2. Flipping Death. Definitely gotta check this out. It's kind of like it's got an art style like the Nicktoons, kind of like Rocco's Modern Life. Shit like that. It kind of reminds me of the anime Soul Eater as well. Cyber Citizen Shockman. I'll play that somewhere in the distant future. Primal Light, still gotta finish that. Still gotta finish Goblin Sword. Have yet to start Goodnight Night on the stream. I started playing it just to check it out. Haven't streamed it yet. It's pretty cool. It's got a very much Link's Awakening vibe to it. I'm sorry, Link to the Past. Let me see, Wallachia, I still never finished that. Still never finished Shovel Knight. I got to the very last boss and just gave up. Infernax finished. Takeover, I still gotta finish. Getsu Fumiden, I didn't know it was a roguelike before I bought it. Awesome game, but I don't know, I hate games like that where you have to, play through the entire game on one life. Metroid Dread, I got stuck at a certain point and just said fuck it. It was just annoying me. It's a beautiful game, but again, I got stuck on it. Castle of Heart is a kind of like a PS1 style action platformer. Not terrible, but definitely not fantastic either. Still gotta finish Tanuki Justice. Turtles, Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection. I got mostly through it. Again, it got annoying towards the end. Swords and Bones, still gotta finish. Visara, finished that. Roar of Revenge, still gotta finish. Venture Kid, I finished. Started playing this. This is an awesome game. Star Horizon kind of reminds me of PS1 / Sega Saturn shooter. Ganryo 2, again a good game, but got annoying at a certain point. Gunlord X, good game, got annoying. Super epic, cool, little Super Nintendo style. Metroidvania, got annoying. Cuphead, awesome, got annoying. Inukara, not really much to this game. I lost interest. Dark Devotion was good, but the button mapping is weird and it doesn't let you change it, so I lost interest because of that. And Syndrome kind of reminded me of the original Red Faction, but again, too slow for me. So I still gotta work on Greek. Still gotta work on American Werewolf in LA. yeah, so that's it. I got a lot of games that I bought, and I still got to finish, and I will. So, anyway, if you stopped in on the stream, thank you very much. The video will be up on YouTube shortly. Thank you. Have a great night.